Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
Shall we visit the manor, as the maid bid? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Come rain or shine.
If I were your master, I'd not leave this unread.
Let's have a look then.
Predicament.
I'll get that for you.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not, but I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you converse. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. It is my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offense.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Good to see you, Master.
Will someone do aught about this?
You fool enough to fall for it? Shame on you.
Living's hard, but dreams are free. No, this is the place to forget one's troubles.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Enough! Gross. Dark. Not sure why I patrolled it.
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet a bit.
Not sure why I patrolled it, if I'm honest. Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel, but you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
Is it true you're the Arisen? Only, I seem to recall, just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vermund, after all. A fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
You don't need a permit to get into Batal.
What brings you here?
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. Hmm? You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I... So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that... I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
All I've got left are my aches and pains.
My bed calls. Have a sharp resist.
This makes my hair stand on end.
My bed calls. As sharp as this.
Perfect spot for a kid.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Got to try to enjoy life where and when I can.
To each their own, as they say.
Crowds can be troublesome. Let's be on my guard.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Lots to do.
Quite the predicament.
Over here, if you please.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery, and a flower from Melve seems just the thing. And she was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes. Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really... I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare... I hear the safest way to get to...
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. It is not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. The lands around Melve are rife... It is not only poison the plants inflict.
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather... I only hope I've not You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe!
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
That tyrannical son.
'Tis good to be reunited.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
A fine place, eh? Sit and gather one's things are acting up. This is quite a quandary.
before I fall. I'll not stand for this. What good will come of this?
all my days were so tranquil.
Some of us get confused.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Our soldiers need better training.
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword next.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
This sort of quiet means all's well.
Too quiet here for my liking.
Dull days for us are assigned. That all is well.
Hail, friend! You've come at a good time. I was just... Have you heard aught of the masquerades being held in the palace of late? 'Tis said they are in celebration of the sovereign's valorous deeds. However, in truth, my mother is merely holding them to strengthen her ties with her closest, but therein lies our chance. For I suspect one among them might prove an ally to our cause, a man by the name of Patrick. Might I ask you to infiltrate one of these masquerades and give him this letter? I imagine that's the most prudent way to go about this. You have my thanks. I would handle this matter myself, but I am afraid I will speak with a sentinel I trust and bid that he ease his patrol on the evening in question. Pray, Patrick will be wearing a mask without a mane, and a blue cape, I believe. Hopefully this information will be enough. Come to think of it, there has been tell of some important figure from a neighboring country being invited as well. I've not been told much. Any guest of my mother's is bound to be the mark of much attention. Mayhap 'twould be best to stay away from this figure, lest you attract You should be going now, friend. You're not meant to be here in the first place.
Always sets me to think of this place.
woods after training.
Nothing more pathetic than begging for your life.
Preparation is key. I up my training routine.
Pray they never put gold in my pocket.
Preparation is key.
Such quietude.
Up my training routine.
There's much to be said for peace and quiet. Might have a little kip. Might be
Any
always
loose
take me
coin
here.
about, enough to make me rich.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
Always sets me to think.
Oh, sir, the young master has not returned. I beg you, find him and bring him safely home. If aught were to befall him,
You'll help him, won't you, Arisen? You'll help him, won't you, Arisen?
I beg you,
You seem well. Looks like we've both got some time on our hands. Perhaps you would indulge me in conversation?
ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
How can I get more customers to shop here? Now I have to go to market on top of all that else.
Kinda hard.
What's the lights, my lady? Finding town.
Oh, could use a rest.
I've been here
I'm about ready to fall asleep.
This ox cart's bad. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Not good will come of this.
Goblins, master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I shall let them find you. Here, strike with lightning on your side.
House of letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
You there! Help me, please! Ah, 'tis you! Thank goodness you happened by, or who knows what might have become of me. I fear I'm poisoned. Please, you must help me.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I fear I'm poisoned. Please, you must help me. Thank you. Never did I dream those plants were poisonous. You have my gratitude, but do excuse me. I'd best make for home. Thank you. Never did I dream those plants were poison. You have my gratitude, but do excuse me.
I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
Right you are.
I'm not taking...
Halt! Who goes there? This village is under the direct authority of Her Grace the Queen Regent. We are to grant no unknown persons entry. Glad we understand each other. You may pass.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I beg of you.
Well met. Glad to see you in good health. The tyranny of the Queen Regent's faction knows no bounds. Passage into and out of the village is restricted, and we're being treated as slaves. I had intended to endure it till Ulrika returned to us. I'll be honest with you, as you've earned my trust. The Dragon's Flame has devastated the land here. Many of the villagers question whether it is worth attempting to... When I mentioned as much in a letter I had smuggled to Ulrika, she told me that the village she's staying in would be glad to take us in. Only problem is how we're going to get past the soldiers. They've confiscated all weapons to forestall our escape. Perhaps if we could reclaim the stolen weapons or find a means of procuring some anew, alas, we villagers are kept under constant watch. It would be unwise for us to attempt aught.
All's lost. We're done for.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
I fought many battles in my journey, but the thrill of felling a colossal foe goes unmatched.
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
My apologies, sir. Beg pardon, sir, but I can't just now. My apologies, sir, but I...
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? Time to find me a mark. Need the coin.
Interested in my wares? Best buy what you need, lest you... Many thanks.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again. Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist. Do come again.
Welcome.
How might I be of service? Let's take it easy.
Come take a look. You'll be... Glad you did. Always a pleasure.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Should I get enough for today?
So tired. I barely the vim to tie my boots. Give the cart a look over before we leave.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
This ox cart... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
I've got you so hard.
We have reached our destination.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next...
You're not meant... Off with you then.
Glad we understand each other.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Who goes there? You'll clear off if you know what's good for you.
Hail! I've not forgotten what you did, helping me save my brother. Would that I could return the faith. Our weapons are being kept in yon storeroom, with those cowards stationed in...
Say, mayhap we could distract them.
Are you mad? But... all right, how's this? We'll draw the guards' attention, giving you a chance to sneak in and get our weapons back. You'll do it then? Right!
What do you think you're doing here? Halt!
Beg of you. That's enough.
How are you faring? Have you been able to procure any weapons for us? You've reclaimed our weapons. Well done, sir. I am certain the other villagers shall be glad to arm themselves with them. My thanks. I'd wager we stand a fighting chance now. The time has come to leave this village behind.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
I've got you cornered, rat.
Don't fret, I've got you. With me! Hold your ground. Do not let our foe approach. Have courage!
This cannot end. Retreat!
We must withdraw and regroup.
I have been waiting.
You have my gratitude for aught you've done on our behalf. We'll make for the village Ulrika staying in on our own from here. If I were you, I'd leave this place afore reinforcement. At any rate, this is where we part ways. But if you're of a mind to visit, know that we'll welcome you into our new homes with open...
Where are you going? Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride. This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
If I were you, at any rate, this is where we part ways.
What to do?
You'll have to do better than that.
Fine.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour. We must not let down our guard.
You'll not, I must admit, that it feels wonderful to strike through.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
We ought to take a closer look. I knew you would prevail, Master. Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
Not bad, all things considered.
One of us has been drenched.
It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Off to market I go.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Master Sebastian ought to be safe now, but shall we look in on him at the manor all the same? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Home at last!
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright. The sigil of our... I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make...
Oh, no. They're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say?
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her...
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket! Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
A bitter end breeds no satisfaction.
'Tis a relief. What was that all about? Mother seemed awful.
To think the lady here... Are all the nobles so kind?
What's going on?
Doesn't seem right, this.
I'm afraid not.
I took you for a kinder sort than that.
I've naught to say to the likes of you.
Seems you won't be swayed. A shame, that.
I've naught to say to the likes of you.
Look.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect... You'll find...
Tis a pity we must part after sharing such a
It'll be an
journey.
honor to serve by your side. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
all told, I'm rather satisfied
If
with my...
ever you've need of an ear to listen,
Something fun to do.
we must rest. Though the... Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust? We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
All people fear the dragon.
No! I'm not sending anyone into that cave!
But Jonas, isn't it your duty to aid our...
I've held my tongue till now, but no longer. You would leave one of your... This is impermissible. A village is nothing without its people. As Half's leader, you ought to strive to do whatever you can to bring him back. Can you truly say this decision benefits your people, Jonas?
Who are you to question me? I'll suffer none of your impudence, outsider! Be gone from our village!
I, Jonas, I am an outsider, and therefore have no reason to heed any commands you would give. I shall follow my own will, and do what must needs be done. All those with the strength and courage to do the same, join me at Stormwind Cave.
We must fly to the aid of those in need. was a surprise to find someone living out here, and an old man at that. I wonder what so impels him to set out to sea. Curious, isn't it? Perhaps we will understand more in time. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Yes. Much obliged, sir.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We've a journey to prepare for, after all. We can't
You'll have to do well to beat today's gossip. I welcome rumors of...
It is you. Have you come to join us in our rescue effort? My thanks. We shan't fail with you by our side. The captured villager ought to be within. Let us hurry.
Water is nigh invisible in this blue.
There, Master! Dorian!
I shan't let you fall. Well done! Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of reality. That was wrong. Though no one stands for that. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Well done, Master. This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it. Let me get that. Get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues. That was certainly worthwhile. It was a glorious success.
I'm saved. Thank you.
Thank heavens you yet live. Let us be on our way. The other villagers shall be thrilled to see you in...
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment. Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow. And mind the ceiling. Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
You have returned triumphant, I see. Oh, what a relief.
Indeed. And now that the task is done, I shall leave Har Village. In exchange, I beg you to forgive those who joined me. I incited them, and so I alone, yet I will go forth from this village with my head held high, glad in the knowledge that no lives were sacrificed under my watch.
There'll be no need for that, Ulrika. In light of your good deeds, all shall be forgiven.
After you left, we who remained discussed that which our village treasures. It is as you yourself have said. A village is nothing without its people. We ought to have learnt that lesson well after. Yet 'twas your heartfelt plea that reminded us of it. Ulrika, would you honor our village? 'Tis our hope that you will guide us, and that your kindness and wisdom shall unite our people, human and beast.
Aye, if that is what is needed, I shall rise to the call of duty. I vow to protect.
Overwhelming.
Buy a little something, won't you? Hope to see you again.
I ne'er thought the day would come when I'd be asked to lead another village. Fate can be rather strange. This time, I shan't allow a single soul to be... I ne'er thought the day would come when I'd be asked to lead, and this time, I shan't allow it. This time, I shan't allow a single soul to be lost.
Well met, sir. Can I interest you in a room, sir?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day. Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on?
I heard what transpired. Thank you for fighting on my people's behalf. You cannot imagine my relief when I beheld that everyone had made it out unharmed. Say, would you visit me again once night has fallen? Say...
Got to find out what this town means.
Well met, sir.
Time to go home and write down.
You've come. Glad I am to see you. Follow me, if you would. Tis a strange thing. I ne'er knew how vast the sky was, till I left Mel behind. Time and again you have come to my aid. Would that I could repay you in some way. Alas, there is little I have to offer. Yet, if your heart e'er aches for a place to call home, then may this village... No, not the village. If e'er you're in need of a hearth to return to, then let it be mine. Whate'er trials we may face, I shall see this village and its people safely through the... Whate'er trials we may... Where does the road call you? Do tell.
Welcome to browse my wares. For bread and board, you'll find none better.
We must rest. Though the...